Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Prison Architect, where... Right, while I remember, let's be clicked into the game. We are going to need a holding cell for 8 people, because I'm not going to be able to get this built in time to deal with them otherwise. And what's the requirements of a holding cell? Rooms... 5x5, indoor, toilet, and bench. I don't think 5x5 is going to be enough for 8... Is 5x5 enough for 8 prisoners? It possibly should be. Let's do something like that, because it matches the size of this. It will probably, well, almost certainly be getting rid of this room anyways, but... So I know that that's going to be there, and then I know I can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's definitely enough room for the beds in there as well, just in case they have to stay there in there a little bit longer than what I would have had planned. Let's see. Corridor. First wall. 1, 2, 3. So 4's actually then all the way up there. And then this will be where the cells start again. And that's the end of that there. As we had this last time, there was... yeah, just a huge... Let me move in it. There was just a huge yard here. About up to there, I think it was. That looks smaller than I remember. But we're not going to have that start this time. So 1, 2, 3. I don't think that's wide enough for what I want, if I remember rightly. Okay, I've got one lot, but I remember them being 3x3, I think. So, actually I want to widen this prison by 1 again. If we're going to be putting the workshop inside. Could sort of keep that outside wall, I guess. Come down here. And you. But then my... Now I've got a free size door. I guess I could do 2 singles. So either way, if I'm dealing with things that are threes, that's not going to fit. However, we went this way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's still no good. Trying to do all this with just for planning and not actually being able to... Carve up 1, 2, 3. Say if we're fitting them in that way. If I remember rightly, the suggestion was that I needed 4 of the each machines. It's really not leaving any room for a yard at all. So let's get rid of this corridor and I can get rid of these here. So this room will now be where we're going to let the guys do the work. I guess I can just put doors on either side there and they can get through. What's the requirement for a yard again? Rooms. There's not much. I think it just has to be an enclosed space. Let your prisoners... Is required secure. Doesn't have to be outside, actually, so that's good. I wonder, can I just make the corridors the yard space? When it says 5 by 5, does it actually need to be 5 wide, or does it just need to be 25 squares? So I would be tempted just to make that the thing. We don't need a common room because we're going to have TVs in every one of the cells. So I'd sort of make this the yard. Actually, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4 from the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the wall. So that's going to be the yard. And we'll put the same controllers we had them coming in to having them go to their get some grub. But then I'm sort of giving them the tools to kill each other in their main cell bit and not anything else. Maybe would that be better with being the canteen and the... Oh, but then how are the chefs going to get in and out without getting killed? I guess the chefs could come through a staff door here. So then that would be the canteen, say up there, and put the work on the top like I did before. How much space does the canteen need? Canteen's just serving tables for now, and they're 4 by 4, I believe. Which I think I needed 3 last time, so we'll probably be able to do 3 across. How big are they? Objects. Not serving table, just table. Crap, tables are 4 by 4 anyway, aren't they? So that wouldn't have worked for that layout there. Chairs on either side. I'm going to need at least 16. I believe these fit 8. Would I be able to fit 2 of them across? Only if I made it wider again. I'm sort of losing the original idea of this prison. Which was sticking all these in modules at the top. The canteen was too large, it really, last time. I really don't know what to do. I want to try and have it all nicely self-contained, but that's not going to work. See now. More than enough space, so we could actually have that offset and have the canteen on one side, cooking there, and then over the top have the places of work. Let's go with something like that. I'm still not quite sure what we're doing in this space here. Planning, undo. This is space to be used though. And just so that I don't get confused. They're going to be cells. Objects. There's a table again. Oh, come on, I just clicked it. Why can I lose this already? Table. Because look, it's long and thin, but that picture really isn't long and thin. One, two, three. It's really only the sort of space that we're going to need. One on the top and bottom. Serving tables. Really did want 2. Or would they be better this way round? I don't know. I know that's not, you know, it's going to have to be dragged over a bit, but say on the walls like there. Then how are we going to get through? We don't really want them we don't necessarily want them to have to walk through the canteen. Rooms. Not canteen, now kitchen. Indoors, cooker, fridge and sink. Remember last time, the planning we used, there was 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the wall. I think that's too much room, if anything, for the kitchen. Let's try it. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's a sink. And I forget the sinks are bigger. Cooker. These only do have one that they're only north, south, east, and west, but not north, south, east, and west when rotating, are they? What else does the room need? A fridge. How big's the fridge? It's a chest fridge, isn't it? So it's 2 again, I think. Looks okay to me, only we're going to have to... We're on planning, yeah. Go back to objects. That looks like the kitchen size to me then. I am thinking this is just going to be yard and common room because that's not going to have anything in there that they need. I should be able to lock off as much of this down and still give them their basic needs. So the next basic need is the canteen. And I think I had it opening up something like that. Oh no, I went to 2 single doors, yeah. So that opens up through there. That's fitting the kitchen in, I guess sort of more just, but it is doing it. Let's go back to the objects view. Cancel out all of this. Serving tables. Not going to fit 2 of them in. Actually, that's good to me that we've got 2 here. That can do the walkway around our canteen, because I don't think we're actually going to close in the canteen fully. Let's then get tables. Right, then walking to get the food. Bench. Table. Bench. Walk. Bench. Table. Bench, walk, bench, table. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for in this episode. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching, but unfortunately I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.